For today, we're doing the chapter 4.1 notes, which is over quadratic function vocabulary. All right, a parabola is a U-shaped graph. So it looks either like one of these guys with arrows on the ends, or it looks like these guys, but it's curvy and it only has the one bend in it. And it happens anytime that an equation has x squared in it. Okay? And functions that have x squared in them are called quadratics. So the equation itself is the quadratic, and then the parabola is the shape of the graph. But you can kind of use them interchangeably. All right, so I said some colored pens or pencils would be nice for this next section. I've got two parabolas here, one on the right, or one on the left and one on the right. I'm going to do one for each vocab word. So the vertex is the highest or lowest point. So it's the bend in the graph, right? So here is the vertex, and here is the vertex, right? The place where it curves and changes direction. If it's at the top, it's called a maximum. If it's at the bottom, it's called a minimum. So this guy right here is at the bottom of this parabola. It's the low point, so this guy is a min. This guy is at the top of a parabola. It's the high point, so this guy is a max. All right. The axis of symmetry is kind of the weird one. First off, it's imaginary. And secondly, it is vertical. And so it's the imaginary vertical line that runs through the vertex. So here's the vertex right here. So the axis of symmetry, we use dotted lines to say that it is an imaginary line, would go here or here for this one. And we always write this as x equals a number. All right. Concave isn't really a vocab word. There's nothing to label, but it just tells us which direction it's curving. So concave up says that the arms of the parabola are pointing up. Concave down says that the arms of the parabola are pointing down. So this guy on the left here is concave up. This guy on the right is concave down. All right. Oh, yellow is impossible to see, so let's choose orange. The y-intercept is where it crosses, surprise, surprise, the y-axis. The y-axis is the vertical one. So here is the y-intercept for this guy. And over here, here is the y-intercept, right? The place where it crosses the y-axis. And then let's choose a cyan for the last one, a root. Sorry for the jump. A root is where it crosses the x-axis, which is the horizontal one. So you can have 0, 1, or 2 roots. Any of them are fine. This one, the concave up graph, has 2 roots. It crosses here and here, which is fine. You're allowed to have 2 roots. It crosses the x-axis twice. This one has no roots because it never crosses the x-axis. Here's the x-axis right here, and it comes close but never hits it. So no roots for that one. All right, roots are so important that we have a couple synonyms for them. Sometimes they are called the x-intercepts, which makes sense because it's the place where it hits the x-axis. Sometimes we call them solutions, and sometimes we call them zeros. So they all mean exactly the same thing. You just have to know which one it is. All right, so let's look at the bottom of this. The bottom of this says find the vertex, axis of symmetry, y-intercept, and roots for each of the following. So I'm going to go ahead and write that up. Vertex, axis of symmetry. I'm too lazy to write out the whole thing. Y-intercept, and roots. And I know those aren't the same colors I'm using up top. Feel free to change that if it bothers you. All right, so it gives us the equation. So what we're going to do is type the equation in, and I've already got, I promise there is the full equation here. It's just a little bit smaller so that you can see it. Once you type in your equation, you'll notice that sometimes it doesn't pop up. If you want, you can use the plus or minus signs to zoom in or out until you find it. All right, so Desmos does all the graphing for you, and you just have to know where to look. So the vertex is the turnaround point, either the highest or the lowest point. In this case, that's this guy right here. Let's see if we can get it. So right here is the vertex. It's at the top of the graph, so this one is a maximum. And it is at 1, -12. The axis of symmetry doesn't actually technically show up on Desmos, right? The axis of symmetry goes through the vertex, though. So we always write it as x equals, and it's the x value of the vertex. And the x value is always the first one. So the axis of symmetry is going to be x equals 1, right? And you can imagine it going straight up and down through here. The y-intercept is the place where the graph hits the y-axis. So here's the y-axis, and there's the dot, 0, -17. And then the roots are where it hits the x-axis. Except here's the problem. Here's 0, so here is the x-axis, and this graph never hits it, right? It comes close and then goes away. So in this case, there are no roots, and that's fine. The graph is allowed to have no roots. All right, so Desmos does all the hard work. You just have to know where to look. So let me turn that one off. Here is the one in the middle, already typed out in full. You just can't see the whole thing on my screen. All right, and I can already get a pretty good glimpse of it. So the vertex in this case is going to be a minimum. Did I have that typed in correctly? Oh, I do not, because there should be an X there. That didn't want to work. X. Sorry about that, guys. 4.2x plus 9.8. Now look here, there's actually 2 dots right here. So if you've got something where you can't tell which one is which, zoom in a little bit until you can see them distinctly. So the vertex is at the bottom, which means it's going to be a minimum. And it's the very bottommost point. And this one is a decimal, and that's okay. All right, the axis of symmetry comes from the vertex. All right, it's always x equals, and then it's whatever the x value of the vertex is. So -2.14. The y-intercept is where it hits the y-axis, which is this guy. And then for the last one, the roots. So again, I need to find 0. Here's 0. So here's the x-axis. So this guy has 2 roots. It does not matter which order you put them in, but it is both of them. So -1.429, 0, and 1, 0. All right, and then the third one is more of the same, but I am not going to do it. I will leave that to you to finish up. All right, quick thing to talk about before we get into the delta math, which is this, right? When you put your exit ticket in on delta math, it asks you for your answer type. If it asks for the roots, then you're going to click here to answer type and choose 2 points, right? You will have 2 roots on delta math. If it asks for the vertex or the y-intercept, you're going to click here onto answer type and choose 1 point. If it asks for the axis of symmetry, you're going to go here to answer type and choose 1 equation. All right, good luck, guys.